Hi everyone, Sean Waldman with Secure Cyber, and this is your weekly cyber update. Well, the first article we have to cover today is a little unusual because it's aircraft related and a vulnerability that's been detected inside the TCAS system, Traffic Alert and Collision Avoidance System. If you're not familiar with TCAS, TCAS is a system that's on board commercial aircraft, and it's used to detect aircraft that come in too close of a proximity to another one. Very important system. However, there have been multiple vulnerabilities in a lab environment that have been detected for the TCAS system itself. Now, down in the description, we'll have a note that for the article over at CISA that explains the whole thing. But essentially, nothing to worry about as of right now, because outside of a lab environment, there are some very specific things that would have to happen in order for this to be taken advantage of. It would be in the form of a DDoS or a distributed denial of service attack, potentially, that could tell an aircraft that there's aircraft close to it and it's not. And it would make the aircraft respond by either going up or down to avoid the issue from an altitude perspective. So just something very interesting in the aircraft area involving TCAS, so check it out. All right, next up, the FBI is warning that North Korean IT workers are taking advantage of GitHub accounts and using that to potentially get access to sensitive information that could also involve getting deeper access into an organization. This North Korean actor piece has been continually escalating throughout the year. If you remember, in one of our previous episodes, we talked about KnowBe4 and how they had fallen victim to hiring a worker from North Korea. Nothing nefarious had happened yet, but this is a very, very common tactic for North Korea. They're using this to fund their nuclear program up there. So if you're wondering how he gets the money to do the things that he does, this is how they do it. So the message I have for today is, if you were using GitHub, have you policed it lately? Meaning, do you really know what's out there from a GitHub perspective? What do you have posted? Is there sensitive intellectual property that might be on there inside the code, or their IP addresses or sensitive information that might give a bad guy information to get inside their network? So just take a look at your GitHub accounts, make sure that you know what's out there, and then for sure, make sure that you're securing GitHub with multi-factor authentication. Next up, for all you Reddit users, there's a scam going on right now involving several hundred fake Reddit sites. The Reddit sites actually look completely legit, and there's a conversation that goes on about somebody that's requesting if somebody has a particular piece of software. And then you see a response, and inside that response is basically a file share with a password that takes you to a website that delivers a piece of malware on your computer. Now, the conversation string inside the Reddit looks completely legit. Like there's people answering it saying, "Hey, thanks for that. I really appreciate it." But it's completely fake. So be really, really careful about using Reddit and really any of those communication sites online, because it's very easy for them to embed nefarious links in there that could just really quickly involve you clicking on them and then getting some type of malware or being sent to a site that you don't want to go to. All right, and last up, the PowerSchool breach just seems to be getting worse. The threat actor has claimed that they have compromised 62 million school children and teachers inside the United States, actually globally. I don't have the exact number for the US, but that's global. PowerSchool, if you don't recall, is like a customer resource management system for schools. It's like a CRM for schools, where they're able to track attendance and communication and all kinds of things at a school. Many of you may have already been part of this by receiving a letter from PowerSchool indicating, or your school district indicating, that they had fallen victim to this. It was interesting because PowerSchool specifically stated that they paid the ransom because the threat actor had shown them a video promising that they had deleted the information based on a payment. That doesn't seem to be the truth now. There have been cases before. I believe the United Healthcare hack was another instance where they had promised to delete all the information in lieu of the payment, only to find out that they lied. So there's no honor among thieves. So here are some important things just with the PowerSchool breach itself. Have a plan to protect your data. Know that your data is out there. Do things like freezing your credit, monitoring your bank accounts, moving to multi-factor authentication, using password managers. Those are all good hygiene things that you can do to protect your information. You cannot trust the organizations that you've given the information to because there's just too many instances where organizations that you give your information to and they promise not to do anything with it, only to find out that they have done something with it. So encrypt all your information. That's the key. Encryption is key. It would appear that the information that was taken from PowerSchool was not encrypted. I don't know that for sure, but this is something that definitely is up for discussion. So encrypt all your information, and then by all means, do not pay these threat actors. I understand that there are situations that might require you to do something like that, but understand that they will lie to you. There is no value in them telling you the truth about anything involving what they will or will not do and promise for payment. So the general rule is to don't pay. Completely understand that there might be situations, especially from a ransomware perspective. But as far as this data extortion crap and the bad guys like sending videos and promising that they're going to delete it, they're not going to. So it's just not worth doing. That's all we have for this week. This video is sponsored by Secure Cyber. Secure Cyber is my organization here in the Moraine area in Moraine, Ohio, just outside Dayton. We are a managed cybersecurity firm. We only do cybersecurity, and we're an all US-based team. Visit our website at secdef.com for more information. And that's all we have for this week. We'll talk to you next week. Again, kind of slow on the headlines, but I appreciate you visiting. Please like and subscribe this channel. If you can share this, it will help as well. And then make comments down in the comment section. I love to read the comments and reply to those. So hey, let's be careful out there.